Breaking news, a woman is dead after being hit by a car in El Cajon, and right now police are still searching for the driver.
10 News anchor Jim Patton live in El Cajon. Jim, what have investigators been able to piece together so far?
Well, from investigators, we don't know yet. We haven't spoken to them directly, but I did just speak at length with the man who found this woman and learned quite a bit from him. Let me go ahead and show you the scene. You can see in the street there as this investigation continues, there's a blanket, and a few yards beyond that there are a pair of shoes. Now, the man who found her about 4:20 this morning. He's an electrician. He lives, he says, only a couple of blocks from here. And when he found her, he said that she was where that blanket is, and that from his estimation, just the way that her body was contorted, he felt like she was struck by a vehicle that threw her onto the street, and that's where he found her. He says she was still breathing. He immediately called 911. He says emergency crews were here in less than 2 minutes. In between that time, he used her own blanket, he said, to help cover her. He described her as a woman he believes in her 30s. She had blonde hair and was not responsive to him, he said, at any time. He did, when he first got to her, asked her if she was okay, but he said he never did get a response. He said when paramedics arrived, they said that they had a pulse. We learned from radio traffic that they lost that pulse while taking her to the hospital and performed CPR, but they could not save her. As we said, she did die from this. But given what he's described and given the scene that we see here, there is a chance that there is a vehicle out here that would have some front-end damage possibly from having struck her and then left the scene. And that's the question now, is where that vehicle is and tracking that vehicle down. If you have any information on this, of course, call the El Cajon Police Department. Reporting live in El Cajon, Jim Patton, 10 News.
Thank you, Jim.